Hola, hola, hola. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Let me turn on my little light here. Hola. If you're watching me on the Coach Marti Angel YouTube channel, welcome back to another episode of Mujer De Éxito Unbounded. If you're listening to me wherever you listen to your shows, welcome back to another Mujer De Éxito Unbounded episode. I am your host, Marti Angel, and today we are going to unpack the lie that you are hiding behind. And trust me, this is a conversation you don't want to miss. If you're watching me on the Coach Marti Angel YouTube channel, remember to subscribe and hit that bell. And yes, my little puppy is down here and I hear him growling. He doesn't, all 6 pounds of him is growling. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's get started. Make sure, like I said before, that if you're listening to me wherever you listen to your favorite podcast episodes, to go ahead and download this episode and share it with fellow MujerPreneurs who could use a little elevation today. All right. Okay, hermosas, ¿están listas? Are you ready? All right, let's go ahead and begin. So, welcome, hermosas chulas. I want to start today's episode with a question. Have you ever been scrolling through your feed, maybe late at night, maybe first thing in the morning, when you saw someone celebrating a win, and instead of feeling pure joy for them, you felt a little ache inside? Oof. Like something in you contracted just a little bit? If you have, you are not alone. And let me just say, you are not broken. You are human. You are human. Sí, a ver. Están viendo en las redes sociales y luego de repente ven que una amiga, alguien compró una casa nueva, un carro nuevo, lo que sea, y de repente sientes el ¿por qué ellos y por qué yo no? ¿Verdad? If you have felt that, I want to talk to you about it. Here's what I want to talk to you about today. That feeling, that quiet, that sneaky little feeling is comparison. It is comparison. Hermosas, si sienten ese piquito, ese cuchillito, es porque se están comparando con otras personas. Ese sentir, esa emoción pequeñita, es como un ladrón. Están robando nuestras emociones. Remember that it's a thief. That feeling is a thief, if you can think of it that way. And it doesn't just steal your joy, it steals your clarity. How many times have you asked, Lord, help me to have clarity today? Right? The moment you start measuring your chapter 3 against someone else's chapter 15, you lose the thread of your own story. Hermosas, you start making decisions not from your vision, but from your wounds. Oh my goodness, yes. I've been there. I see you. I feel you. Marti Angel, is you. So, hermosas, I want to share with you that you abandon what's uniquely yours to chase what looks like it, to chase what looks like it's working for someone else. In other words, without all that blah, blah, blah. Without all of that. Basically, what is happening, mujeres hermosas chulas, is you begin to abandon whatever it is you're working on to go chase that thing that looks like you can do it too, and you might have the same success that they are if you do exactly what they're doing. But let me tell you, they're on chapter 15 and you're on chapter 3. Ay, 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 hermosas. And before you know it, you're building someone else's business, not yours. Because that wasn't your idea. That wasn't really what you wanted. That's what you see and you think you want. And you begin to do it. And then you realize that here's what happens. You realize, oh, this is not really for me. And then you abandon it. And then you start all over somewhere else, where if you would just stop comparing yourself, you could get ahead. So today, ahora, hermosas chulas, I want to give you 3 things to hold on to. The 3 truths that I come back to whenever that comparison monster tries to knock on my door. I just want to say to you, I am a work in progress as well. All right? So don't hate me because I'm a work in progress as well. ¿Verdad? Okay. Número 1, truth number 1. La verdad número 1. Your timeline is not broken. Your timeline, hear me clearly, hermosas chulas, your timeline is sagrado. It is sacred. The entrepreneurial journey, especially for you and me as mujerpreneurs, as Latinas, building a business from the inside out, does not move in a straight line, hermosas. It doesn't go from point A to point B straight. It's going to go from point A to B to, and kind of maybe make a circle back here behind point A. It just might double back. It spirals, it pauses. And those pauses, they're not failures. They are formations. Every season you have lived through has been preparing you for the next one. Perhaps right now you have to think about it. What is the season I'm in my business, in my life? The season of learning, the season of resting, the season of showing up without visible results, because honestly, sometimes, a lot of times, you're going to find me in that season of showing up without visible results. But know this. You need to understand this. As you breathe, all of it is building the foundation for what's coming. Your tree is not growing too slow. Tu árbol no está tarde. Your tree is not late. It's ripening on purpose. Yes, amigas hermosas chulas, it's ripening on purpose. So now let's go to truth number 2. Truth number 2. The mujerpreneurs who seem to be ahead of you are running a completely different race. Unless you are their partner, and even like that, and even if you are partners, you're still running, maybe you're running parallel, you're still running that race, right? And you're forward and back, forward and back. But remember this, and this is the key part, this is the key part. Their audience is not your audience. Let me repeat that. Their audience is not your audience. La audiencia que tienen ellos no es la que tienes tú. La historia de ellos o de ellas no es tu historia. Their story is not your story. Their gifts are not your gifts. And let me tell you, mija, hermosas chulas, your people, tu comunidad, your community, your tribe, they're not looking for her. They're looking for you, the real you, the unfiltered, fully alive, walking in your purpose, you. You. Te están buscando a ti. A ti, mujeres hermosas chulas. El mundo te necesita a ti. Te están buscando a ti. The world needs you. It doesn't need a copy of you. It doesn't need a remix of you. It needs you. The universe is waiting for you to make the decision that you are worthy of everything. So stop shrinking yourself to fit into a mold that was never designed for your beautiful shape. Hermosa. Your unique voice, tu voz es única. Your lived experiences, they're yours. Your particular brand of brilliance, they're yours. That is what your people need. That is what your community needs. That is what your community is looking for. Right? No lo abandones. Don't abandon it. Don't think that because others are doing this, you got to do that too. You got to do you, boo. I know. I always crack up when I say, you do you, boo, right? My kids always are like, whatever, mom. But anyway, what I want you to understand is there is no one in this world, and I know at the sake of sounding redundant, no one in this world is you but you. No lo abandones. Don't abandon that. So I want you to remember that. Now, are you ready for number 3? I hope you're still with me. And if you're still with me, I want you to remember to subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss an episode of the Mujer De Éxito Unbounded podcast show. And remember that at least once a month, I bring on guests. And if you know a mujerpreneur that is killing it or that is struggling or, whatever, we want raw and real stories here because someone else is going to learn from what you're going through. Someone else will learn from what you went through. Someone else wants to hear from you what you went through. So, if you're listening to me wherever you listen to your favorite shows, gracias por estar aquí. Remember to download the episode and share it out. All right, let's get back to it. So I want to speak to you, the mujerpreneur who is in what I call the invisible season. Quiero hablar contigo, mujer, si tú estás en un lugar, en tu negocio, en tu camino de tu negocio, donde te sientes invisible. What do I mean? This. If you're in your invisible season, you're doing the work, you're being consistent, you're showing up, you're doing Zooms, and nobody's showing up to your lives, nobody's showing up to anything that you're doing, you're not getting traction, but not yet seeing, you're getting a little bit of traction, but you're not seeing the results that you expect. That is when you're in what I call the invisible season. And that, mujeres hermosas chulas, en esa estación de tu negocio, en la estación de sentirte invisible en tu negocio, hermosa, That's when quiet wins matter. It matters that what you're doing, you keep it quiet, but you keep going. It does matter. It matters a lot. The email that you sent that you were holding on to because you weren't sure what was going to happen if you sent the email, that one. The boundary you held, the idea you wrote down instead of dismissing it. The day you showed up even when every part of you wanted to give up. Those are building blocks. You know, those are building blocks. You're building. And one day, not too far from now, you will look back and see exactly what they were building. What you were building. What they were building, right? Hermosas chulas, it's so easy, very easy to look at somebody else and say, okay, I don't have that. I've been doing it for a while. Now I'm going to give up and go over here. But let me tell you, here's what I have learned most recently. The moment that you feel like giving up, hermosa, chula, that's the universe, that's the Lord, that's the Creator saying to you, wake up, chiquitita. I'm inviting you to do something intentional. That's what they're saying. That's what the universe is saying. Do something intentional this week. I want to invite you to do that. Like something intentional, something that you palpable, like audit your feed. Maybe protect your energy. Maybe it's about just protecting your energy. I know for me, it's a combination of protecting my energy and then putting myself out there, then protecting my energy and putting myself out there. Why? Because I am an ambivert. But you, if you are who you are, you want to protect your energy, you need to know what it is you want and come back to your own story. So, intentional means doing something palpable, all right? And then I want you to take time to write down your quiet wins. Your quiet wins could be your to-do list that you finished and put it over here, because those are quiet wins. Those are proof that you are doing things. And you can take a look and audit those things and say, okay, that one's not really helping me. How about if I step it up and do, whatever, this instead of that, right? So, hermosas, chulas, here's what I want you to do. I want you to celebrate yourself for the chapter you're actually in, if you're reading, or perhaps you're a Latina author. Not the chapter you think you should be in. Not the chapter you think you should be in. Celebrate yourself for the chapter you're actually in right now. In this moment, I want you to take a look and say, okay, I am here, I am present, I am well, everything is good. In this moment, everything is good. In this moment, I celebrate myself. In this moment, en este momentito, tomo un minutito para celebrarme yo solita. And maybe you just turn on some music and you maybe dance around, maybe you sing, what the world needs now, right? Maybe you sing or do whatever. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself for the chapter that you're actually in ahorita, not the chapter that you think you should be in, right? And let me just share this. If you need support to do this, if you need support to be on your journey, I am your Latina biz coach. I walk my talk. Join my community. Here it is. Hermosas chulas, join my community. Drop a comment in the description below and say, Marti, tell me more about the community. Drop me a comment, man. Drop me some love, man. And what about if you're listening to me wherever you listen to your favorite shows, drop me some love. Find me. Tell me you've heard me, right? And if you're an ex-student of mine and you don't do that, I'm going to be very hurt. Anyway, remember to subscribe and hit that bell. Okay, if you need support on your journey, I invite you to join my community, the Rock Your Biz community for seasoned mujerpreneurs. Know that I've created resources specifically for mujerpreneurs like you, mujeres like you, como mujeres, right? There is something waiting for you in the show notes. There is something also waiting for you in the description below if you're watching me on the Coach Marti Angel YouTube channel. Because I love creating tools. I love creating community. I'm part of other communities. I'm not just part of my own community, but I also pay for other coaches so that I can give you more than what's in my head, right? Because many heads are better than one. So if I get coached and I learn something new, then I'm going to teach it to you, right? So as a digital marketer, I've created some tools that are specific, tools and resources that are specifically designed for you, the mujerpreneur. A tool, maybe you're looking for a community, a guide, maybe a guide that might be exactly what you need in this season of your life, in this season of your negocio. I created all these things with you in mind. So it would really make my heart happy, grow, expand, if you went to go check it out and drop me a line. Because hermosas chulas, I need to know that what you need to move your negocio forward is something that I can give you, is something that I can support you with. Es una herramienta que puedo compartir contigo. Remember, everything I've created that's on my stores, I've created with you in mind. So go check it out. ¿Por qué? Why? Why would you check it out? Because, hermosas, you are not behind. I don't know who needs to hear this today, but today I am here on the Coach Marti Angel YouTube channel, on the Mujer De Éxito Unbounded podcast. You are becoming, and that is the most powerful place to be. You are not behind, you are becoming. Can I repeat that? Let me repeat that. You are not behind, you are becoming. And that is the most powerful and potent place to be. Hermosas chulas, it's so important for you to understand that you are right now in the exact place that you need to be. And right now, that place that you are in is your most powerful and potent place to be. Yes, hermosas chulas. So let me just reiterate for you, or summarize, as I would say in my classrooms, what it is we talked about today. So, you know, we have to talk about truth. The truth is your timeline is not broken, it's sacred. So remember that. You are exactly where you need to be. That's number one. The truth. And number two was that you are running a completely different race than the person you're comparing yourself with. So remember that you are talking about your unfiltered, fully alive, walking in your purpose, you. right? Like I said before, the world needs you, not a copy. And truth number 3, quiet wins the count. Don't talk about what you're doing until you're already done. Don't share with somebody else what's happening in you're reconstructing your house until it's already done. Right? Because that's what I call a quiet win. And a quiet win is what matters. Remember, like I said before, hermosa, those quiet wins are what keep you balanced. Example of these quiet wins is something as simple as maybe the email you sent, the boundary you held, the idea you wrote down, the day you showed up even when you didn't feel like it. Every day you show up, you are building your business. You are putting together the building blocks, and one day, not too far from now, you will look back and see exactly what you were building. So, once again, this week, your homework for this week is I invite you to do something intentional. Audit your feed, protect your energy, come back to your own story, write down your quiet wins, journal, begin to practice self-discipline, begin to practice self-care, celebrate yourself for the chapter you are in. You are actually in, not the chapter that you should be in. Because the chapter that you should be in, the honest truth is, you think you should be there, but I'm going to tell you, stop shoulding all over yourself because only you think you should be there, right? So celebrate the chapter you are in and know that you are exactly where you need to be. And reach out if you need support. Si necesitas apoyo, aquí estoy. Remember that. If you need support on your journey, I invite you to come find me in the Rock Your Biz Academy, the MartiAngel.com, the Coach Marti Angel YouTube channel. You can find me on social media. Thank you for being here. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So, hermosas, if today's episode helped you in any way, if you even got a little morsel of something new that you didn't know, or maybe just a little push because you knew it, but you needed that extra little push, I invite you to pass it forward. Share this episode with another mujerpreneur who could use encouragement, who could use clarity, or perhaps who could use just a gentle reminder that she's not walking her journey alone. Because mujeres hermosas chulas, when we lift one another, we all rise. Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss our once a week conversations. And if you're listening to your favorite podcast show, the Mujer De Éxito Unbounded, on any platform, take a moment to download the episode and explore the links waiting for you in the show notes. Mujeres hermosas chulas, as always, les dejo un fuerte abrazo. May you lead with corazón, serve with purpose, and have the most magical day, because that's what I wish for you. I hope you have the most magical, beautiful day. This is Marti Angel, the host of Mujer de Éxito Unbounded, saying gracias por estar aquí, and I'll see you next week. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Namaste.